I was just getting out a thread on Paul about the thing I posted the other day concerning the I think I was talking about it the other day concerning the journalist trying to tell you that you didn't see a mattress. It's just kind of funny, you know. That mattress there, the stained one. What it looks like upon further inspection, which is hard to inspect all this stuff because they try to memory hole it real quick, is that the tunnel, the wall of the tunnel, is using mattresses to help support or insulate the structure. So I mean that might not be nefarious, but another anon on this thread put this diagram there. You know, I mean, of course, ultimately, we know what it's for. It's a religious sacrificial thing. It's been going on, you know, for a long, long time. In the same thread, this one guy posted this meme story of this kid who was talking to his grandfather, who was in World War II, like a secret police or something. He was investigating some of the guys, the communists there, the communist Jews, as well as just, I guess, regular communists. And they were following them into this thing that they thought was like, it looked like a religious ceremony. And their job, I guess, was just to watch them. But when they heard a child screaming, they went in and they found what they were up to, you know, which is, I mean, they take the blood out of the, well, they scare the kid because the kid needs to have the oxygenated blood, you know, I mean, the adrenalized blood, and then from that, they drink that. How you doing? No, sorry, honey. So, yeah, it's like it's an ancient practice that goes back to their god that they worship, Moloch, the satanic fuckface guy, the bull guy. On my channel, I have a reenactment from one of the World's Fairs, where it was an ethnic day, and this was like the Jewish day. And they have this reenactment with this Moloch statue and stuff. And it shows just basically what they, you know, who they worship. And the circumcision is a part of that. Mutilating genitals of young children gives them power. It's from their god Moloch. He likes that stuff. So that's basically what circumcision is. Moloch wanted the sons, right? But they made some kind of bargain with him. This is before the mutilation thing, but that if you gave him if we were to give Moloch a part of the penis, he would accept that. So that's what that's all about. Eric Klopper is his name. He did a great this kind of great talk. It's like a TED Talk type of thing, but it was also kind of a comedic thing. It's a Jewish guy that explains the whole thing. It's pretty dark. He got in a lot of trouble for it too. They came down on him hard. But yeah, this thread I was talking about, it's funny because I'm like, Jesus, I feel like I fucking wrote this. Or a lot of the post, because it kind of covers everything I've said here about it, almost by point, which just shows that a lot of people are kind of tapped into the same thing, you know. The consciousness, the collective consciousness. It's encouraging, even though it's such a dark topic, man. It's like, it just sucks. I hate thinking about this stuff. Like, I didn't even want to talk about it now, but I just want to bring up that thread. And I don't know, shit. I could probably link the thread. I'm gonna link the thread in my comments. I've never tried to link something to 4chan before. I don't know if that's a lot. You know what? I think I tried to do that once with one of my friends on her YouTube page. I was talking to her about something, and I'm like, yeah, if you, I have a link here that shows whatever I was trying to, you know, talk to her about, and it wouldn't show up in her comment thing. So I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to put it under here and see what happens. But yeah, it's I mean, I don't like talking about this stuff, you know. What's going on there? It sucks, you know. I mean, it sucks too when one of your Jewish friends sees it, sees your post about it, and then you have to explain to them that, no, man, you're one of the good ones. I'm always apologizing to Goldstein about this stuff. But like, there was one video that I did a while ago. I think it was like apologies to Goldstein, or something about Goldstein, and he did an EFAP of it on his channel, which I didn't get around to watching. I should probably watch it, but I'm sure it's fucking pretty unflattering. But he said, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He's more like, what is he? He's like a comedian, or he is a comedian, not like a comedian, he is a comedian. And he's just like a satirist and an editorializer. I found him through, although he's not part of it, I found him through the Dabblerverse, which is the strange world that revolves around Stuttering John Melendez. He was one of the best commentators, even though that wasn't his main thing. His sort of dry delivery and his sense of humor, I just thought was great. And from there, I just started going into his streams, and now, yeah, that's how I became friends with Adam. But Adam, I have a lot of like in real life Jewish friends too, or I used to. Since I moved here, I kind of lost contact with a lot of the people I used to know back in Boston. But I mean, I can only imagine what they think some of these things when they see them on social media. In fact, well, I do know in one case, a Jewish ex-girlfriend I had sent me this Instagram DM going off on me about it, saying, I bet you don't believe in the Holocaust. And we were cool too up until this point, you know. Although I did pee in her bed once by mistake while I was drunk, but she got over that. But we had recently been cool when I moved here, and I was exchanging some messages with her about, you know, just different random shit. And she saw my stuff and kind of freaked out. But the way I look at it, like, you know, any of my friends online or in real life that are Jewish, it's like, it would be the same thing if someone was criticizing the IRA. Would I be mad? No, because I'm not involved in the IRA, you know. I do support them 100%, but it would be like that, you know what I mean? Like, so I mean, I don't know if that is enough to keep people from being upset, but I can't do anything about it, you know. I have to talk about this stuff, man. It's like the other hold on, let's see this guy. You alright, man? How's it going? Yeah, sure, man. How you doing out here? You alright? What are you seeing? You see anything up there? Yeah. What is up there? Sometimes I see stuff too. There's a thing that's up by the moon. Hold on, I'll get you later. There's a light that's next to the moon that I point out to people all the time, and everyone just says, oh, I don't know, it's maybe a satellite or something. I'm like, it's not a fucking satellite. What were you looking at? If you don't mind me asking. Just something in the sky? Yeah. You gotta keep your eyes in the sky. See, they want people to look at the ground, they want people to look at their phones. Everything's happening up there, man. God bless you. Yeah, the what was I saying? IRA. Oh yeah, yeah. Like the IRA does some crazy ass, despicable shit over the years. You know, for the revolution. For the revolution. Where's the revolution, and dragging a man out of his bed in front of his wife and children and shooting him? Bono, that guy's fucking worst. But yeah, it's tough, you know, because like I said, I feel like I kind of have to say this stuff because I'm in the unique position where I don't have to worry about family or social pressures. I'm older, you know, I don't really kind of give a fuck about all that stuff. And a lot of people that knew me just, you know, from back in the day, I don't talk to because I moved here, you know, and I know some of them probably think I've lost my fucking mind, surely, but what are you gonna do? I got a message last night on one of my 7 fucking personal Instagram accounts from this guy, and he's like, yeah, you know, thank you for doing what you do and speaking the truth. And I get this stuff occasionally, and I'm always just like, yeah, cool, you know, all right. But I was thinking about it later. It's like, well, for some people, they can't talk about this stuff. They can't speak the truth because they'll fucking lose their job, or their fucking wife will divorce them, their family will disown them. I mean, some of this is serious stuff, you know. So I feel like God has kind of placed me in this unique position to be able to call attention to some of this stuff, you know, because everything is the machinations of God. And the reason I ended up in this, in my view anyway, I know some people don't like that, but it feels like I was, the way I came to be in the situation I'm in now, a lot of it was through what I initially felt was negative. Like, oh, I failed at this, I couldn't get that over, I ended up losing this. You know what I mean? These kind of setbacks in life that you feel kind of upset about or ashamed about, you know, depending on what it is. But if none of those failures had happened, I wouldn't be right here in this kind of unique position to be able to talk about some of this stuff during this time. And yeah, it's just a schizo posting images on his social media and making YouTube videos, but still, not a lot of people could do even that. They'd be afraid to do even that. You know? A lot of people would be afraid to do even that. I feel like I have no choice. I feel compelled to do this kind of stuff. I've kind of always been that way. And if you're working for God, God will protect you. He's going to keep that van at bay. And I don't go too hard about things where I'm concerned about the van dropping by imminently. Like there's in that thread I was talking about earlier, it reminded me of old 4chan. Like they start digging deep about the people that sealed the cement company that sealed the tunnels up, who owns the cement company, who they're dealing with, all this other stuff that they used to do in the old days, you know, before it became just all, you know, shill threads to derail everything and make it kind of unusable. A lot of glowies and Internet Defense Force people that are on there. It's like, it's not about, for them, I think they've quit trying to get any kind of message across, because that page doesn't, that fucking forum, the page, you can't really control that kind of forum, because it's not one type of person. They always think it's like one specific type of guy that just posts there, like, and he lives in his basement and he's got a neck beard, and no, it's all kinds of people from all different walks of life. I mean, so it really can't be controlled. So they've kind of figured that out, finally. So I think their move now is to just make it so shitty that it's unusable. And I don't really use it that much anymore. Like, I'll go on there to check, like, news. Because if something's going down in the world, there's always going to be something about it going on. But for the most part, like, I spend most of my time, if I do go there, on the X forum, the paranormal forum. You know, that's where my stuff is, where I like to tell dark. But lately I go in there and I feel like I'm just like, I don't know, I don't want to get into it. I'm not getting anything out of it over there on X. I feel like I'm fucking explaining things all the time. You know, I don't know. But there's not many places like that where you can go and talk that freely, you know, so whatever. And people, it has this reputation of, it's a hive for, you know, neo-Nazis and white supremacists. Who the fuck are these neo-Nazis and white supremacists? Like, where are they? It's fucking funny, but anyway, they, you know, it has an image of that, but it's not about that at all. I mean, that kind of stuff where people go on just to spam the N-word is so minimal. It's not even a real... It's not even a real guy. It's like another fake sort of straw man. Loophole user. Like the ones they tried to bust. Those fake busts by Chitwood. That was an operation of them trying to control things again. They had this Miami, she's from Miami, a police chief who moonlights as a woman sometimes, I guess, what his deal is, I don't know. But they set up this whole fake bust with these 3 different guys who were 4chan users. And, you know, clearly it was a complete, like, theater. You know, all these guys that are busted have neck beards and they're all in their fucking pajamas and it's just silly, you know. Whatever. Alright, I'm not long. Yeah, I thought the other day that story was going to be, it's going to fade away from here, but it's still cooking on those boards, man, and people are digging deeper into the stuff. I don't know. I mean, ultimately it's not going to mean anything. It makes for good memes, but nothing's going to be solved. Not this way, anyway. It all has to come down. It's not going to be shit posters that do it. It's fucking God that's going to do it. He's ultimately the one that's going to do it, you know. But until then, the job is to hold the van off as long as possible. I think I'm doing an okay job with that. I know where the line is, you know, and just as long as you don't go too far over the line. I mean, I've already been banned, 3 times now, so I'm not looking to get another 4th week off. So I've already done a lot on the tunnel thing. I think there are others out there that are running with it more vigorously. I mean, there's a limit to what, you know, I actually feel comfortable saying, but I think if you can, you know, if you're in a position in society where you can talk about that kind of stuff and just to put it out there, even if only to make the fucking bad guys mad, you should. Even if you're reaching no one, just to make them uncomfortable and upset. It's a noble goal. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.